Yo, welcome back, everybody. Yeah, so I needed to, I don't know, just felt like I needed to come back on. I got this weird, not weird, just a later work schedule coming up. So I'm not going to be on, early evenings, nighttime as much. When I go on, it'll have to be late night. So, and I seen what's her face is on, but not interested. Had enough of her today. She's still on. I don't know, it was a third or fourth live for today. But I don't know, whatever. Not interested right now. Had enough of her earlier. So, and no, Bam's not going to be here because this is way, way past his bedtime already. At least I think. I don't think he's working tomorrow, is he? Oops. Oh, you know what? His phone is on Do Not Disturb, I'll bet you. Oh, maybe it isn't. Let me see. See if he gets back to me. I'm guessing he's knocked out. You do a show of a couple hours, and it can't put you out, and especially for him. And yeah, I just wanted, I don't know, nothing in particular to talk about specifically, but just things that either brought to my attention or nope, he's not answering, or just experiences in life and shit that happens throughout the day and stuff. That sometimes you want to get things off your chest or just vent or whatever. Um, so yeah, I'm not gonna mention any names because they're very sensitive to that. But I posted something earlier. Did you guys see this? I posted about some kind of alien baby or something. It was probably fake in all reality. And it looked like a baby. It looked small anyway. But the head was clearly like alien head. And I posted what do you think? Real or I forget what I posted. I can look it up, but I'm not gonna bother. I think I said something like, what do y'all think? And then in the comments, somebody jumped on me. Right? It was not even a baby. It was like it's supposed to be an alien or a baby alien, maybe. But clearly it was fake. So somebody jumped on me in the comments. I don't even know if the comment is still there. Say, how could you do that? Why would you do that? In fact, I think I do want to look at that. I don't know if it's still there. Or did they delete the comment? Because all of that was rather ridiculous, to be honest with you. Okay, there, and there it is. Comment's still there, and I wasn't trying to call anybody out, like to ridicule them or anything, or hating on them. But the comment was said to me, Manny, why are you showing this? Wow, you're disrespectful. No, that's too far. Just because it's out there doesn't mean you have to show the video. What is wrong with you? And like some, angry emojis. And I was really, this, I don't know. You know, a lot of what people say or what they're gonna say or threaten to say, stuff like that. I used to go through phases. Sometimes it bothered me, and then it started not to bother me. And then now I really don't give a crap what anybody says or what they're gonna do or they're gonna whatever. But then messages were exchanged, and then I was called a hater and all that, and I was like, I took offense to that. Like, how fucking dare you? Me? You've been watching for how long? And you think I'm a hater? Really? And I didn't even do anything. I mean, I called her out for the comment saying, I knew it was fake. Come on, calm down. It's nothing. I wouldn't show. The claim was, I think, that it was a real baby or a real fetus or something. And why would I show that? Well, I wouldn't show it if it was a real fetus. I would not. And but they just went off on me. And I was like, you know what? If you think that, that's too bad. But I don't got time for this. They say I called them out. They say, fuck it. She said that I called her out publicly, and that now everybody hates her, and that everybody already hates her, and everybody on my page or on the chat in the comments talks about her. I was like, I don't know that to be true, but that's the way you feel. You know, I didn't do anything malicious or whatever, and it bothered me because for somebody to actually think that, especially somebody who's been watching and following for a long time. Like, really? I said, you think that of me? I said, you really think you've been watching for how long? And that's what you think? And then I can't help you. So, but I didn't want to go off on her just to go off on her, and because that's just not, it's not what I do. It's not who I am. And so I don't know whether she's gonna not follow anymore, whatever. What's that saying? You can make some of the people happy some of the time, but you can't make all the people happy all the time. And oh well, you know, I'm not gonna beg or anything like that. It's just, I guess, just for this amount of time, it bothered me that somebody would think I was hating on him publicly or whatever. It's like, you know what? Don't confuse me with other pages and other people that do things publicly like that. Because that's not what I was doing. So I don't want to spend the whole whatever time here just talking about that. But that's one thing that this evening really bothered the crap out of me. And so I was like, you know what? Towards the end of that conversation, I was like, you know what? I got time for this. This is nonsense. You know, whatever. Okay, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm not sorry about what I said because I didn't say anything wrong. I didn't ridicule or anything like that. If they don't want to watch because they don't want to watch, or somebody's overly sensitive, I've always said this. This is, I try to be. I try to be mild-tempered. I know when Bam's here, everybody gets, you know, a little more riled up, right? And or something pisses me off, which doesn't happen a lot. You know, I'll come out with something, but and I hate to see a follower go, but you know what? I didn't do anything wrong, so that's the last I'm going to talk about it. And for a while, I got mad. I was like, let me block this person. Then he's like, you know what? Bam actually said, don't block. Why are you going to block? And I said, yeah, you're right. Why should I block? Just leave the ridiculous comments there in the messages, and I just leave it and leave it alone and move on. So said my piece on it again. Well, I'll be honest, you know, it bothered. but I'm just gonna leave it and drop it there. Let me change this while I can. And so, ¿qué será? Será. By the way, is like ginger at all? You know, it's weird. At first, when I tried this, it was okay. But now it feels the gingery is too overpowering. It's almost too strong. Plus, it's not ice cold anymore. It's not alcoholic. It's just a soda, craft soda. So anyway, trying that out. The black cherry one I had the other day was good. I'll probably get some more of those tomorrow. So anyway, with all this happening, I started thinking about the way people interact with I'll say viewers. I won't say, some people don't like the word fans. Oh, what is this? It's an old alien video shared by Unsolved Mysteries. I think she thought it was something else. Well, she thought it was a fetus. And then she thought that I was showing a fetus, like an aborted baby or whatever, or a dead baby. And if I would have thought for a second that it was real, of course I wouldn't have showed it if it was a real fetus. But come on, it had an alien head with the classic almond, big giant eyes, and it was obviously fake. So anyway, thinking about how, you know, there was a time I know there's a lot of YouTubers or whatever you want to call them, personalities out there that do, you know, videos, mostly videos. There's some that do live, but a lot of people do videos. Excuse me. And, you know, some people don't like to be called fans, or some don't like to be called followers. So I just say, I don't know, viewers. Hey everyone, thanks for popping in. And sometimes, you know, as a host, that's what I'll call, as a host, you know, you want to be obviously friendly and accommodating, and you want to make everyone feel welcome and try to, you know, talk to everybody and respond to everybody. I don't respond to all the comments all the time, and it's not on purpose. It just you guys comment a lot because we're the particular topic, which has been what's her face lately, and that's cool. And I can't always keep up with all the comments. For a while, I decided, well, if I have to show one, I got to show them all. And then I found myself I'm trying to display every single comment, right? So then I get backed up and I get behind and I see all the comments that are pouring in, and I'm still stuck 5 pages back. And so then I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Then I'm showing a message to something that we responded to 15 minutes ago, and I just started falling behind on messages, and then some people get butthurt because their messages wasn't displayed when I put them down here at the bottom. So then it's like, hey, you know what? I'm not gonna do any messages at all. I'm not gonna display them down here. But I don't necessarily like that either. There are some that are funny, some funnier than others, and I'm not trying to I'm not picking on anybody. I'm just like, I'll just randomly show a message, and then someone will I don't know. Like I said, you can't make everybody happy all the time, and there's nothing personal against anybody in particular. if I didn't like somebody, I would purposely not show their messages all the time. So, like I said before, please no, it's nothing personal. I try to get to the messages, and it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And yeah, it's especially when what we're watching is funny, and you guys comment. Your comments are awesome. They're great, and I don't know. Maybe I'll try to show more of them a little more often. But there's like I don't know if you guys. I'm sure you watch other, other people or influencers or whatever you call them. But I don't know that many of them interact, with the exception with a live chat or in the comments. I know they interact that way, and they'll read some of the comments and they'll respond. But like, do they respond? Do they interact? Off the show, like in a messenger message or. And I know I got too wrapped up in that before, so I had to shut down Messenger. Because I guess one of my flaws is I'll respond and then back and forth, and it gets into a back and forth, and it gets into just a conversation when it should just be, oh, okay, thank you, thanks, message done. All right, thank you, awesome, great, thank you, or thank you for this, or thank you for that, or great idea, I'll try it, and just kind of, and it's, and I tried that, but I guess I'm not good at it. So every message turned into a conversation, and then it's time consuming, and then there are some people that get the wrong message or might take interaction from me differently. Then I'm trying to keep it all what I call show business. And I'm wondering how a lot of the other YouTubers, whatever, deal with that. Do they even interact? Is everything done by email? And I don't mind a lot of the internet. I really don't. But it can be time consuming. And I could sit there all day and respond to every message, and get into a conversation with every message. And but I can't do that. So sometimes I'll I'll get back to them later, or I'll get back to them later, and then tons of messages later, or shows or days later, it just gets kind of falls to the wayside. So, and I didn't want to be one of those people where, they say, oh, he never responds. I'm not going to suggest this or recommend that or just say something because he never responds. They never answer. Or, I don't want to be one of those that never responds. Yeah, I guess maybe because I've been in customer service a good part of my life, I felt it's always important to respond in a timely manner. But then when it's overwhelming, it's like, so, it's, again, I'll say it, you can't make everybody happy all the time. There's something good in particular, or if I don't display it, it doesn't mean I'm ignoring you or I hate the comment or anything like that. It's just, how me and Bam talk, and then the conversation moves on. So anyway, just had to get that off my chest. And apparently there are still people that don't like me talking about Vanessa. They don't like it. Yeah, if you don't show my comment, I'm never watching it again. You're funny. That's funny. So apparently, some people still don't like. Vanessa's got some supporters and other pages that really support her for some reason. Why? I don't know. If I need to explain myself, oops, let me get rid of this. It's almost completely political because I do believe she is going to run for something again. Watch. And yes, I don't want her representing my state, my county, or whatever at all. She's not fit for it. That's my opinion. And that's where a lot of this stems from. I know I got into this the other day, and I don't know. Sometimes I feel I have to repeat things or say these things over again. Or some people just don't understand why I show what I show and stream her, and not to mention the fact that a lot of people, she's blocked a lot of people and they can't watch. And they watch sometimes on Ultimate Deception. They've been showing her a lot of stuff as much as they can. They're there streaming her and showing all that. So if I can't get to it, if I can't download it, I will join their stream or stream it also, or stream it later. And I do appreciate them for doing what they can. And I hope they're allowing me to, they don't mind when I restream. But yeah, and to the point where again it's happening where I'm getting threatened because I'm streaming Vanessa. So now they're going to create a page about me and expose some of my things in the past or whatever. And a year ago or two, this would upset my stomach, and I would go offline for days, and I'd quit doing stuff. And I've done it before, but I'm at a point in life right now where I don't give up. Everyone's got some kind of past, and I have made some mistakes. They're not the mistakes that they think I've made. There have been some mistakes, but I don't care. Everybody makes them. And, I just don't care. I'm not going to be threatened with this or that, or, stop. Their goal is for me to stop showing Vanessa. That's not, if I don't show her or if I stop showing her, it's because I got tired, I got bored of her. It's very easy to do that. It's just, she's been so bizarre lately. And you have been watching for a long time. I've been watching her for a long time too. You've seen the change. And it seems like when this surgery happened, after that, it's been not totally different. It's been more bizarre behavior. And is it fascinating? To some extent, it is. It's bizarre. And interesting to watch. And, it's that analogy or a train wreck. It's like, yeah, that's what, it's, what the hell is she going to say next? Why is she talking like that? What are these accents that are coming out of her, or the way she's speaking? What and why? So yeah. And so what? But right now, that's why I want to stream. Yeah, and in a while, I'll get bored of it, just like I did before. Does she care really? I don't think so. I think she's gotten views. I think she's gotten more views. Uh, I'm 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 not taking credit for all her new viewers, but I think she's gotten viewers from this program that have been watching her, and they go there and they watch and they sign up to her page, and I think also she likes the attention. Um, it was pretty obvious when I didn't stream her for a while. She started coming up with things like kind of prodding, that I wasn't streaming. You can tell. You can tell. Do I care that I might be giving her streams, or I mean, new viewers, new followers, or that doesn't bother me. Does it bother me that she can possibly she's making money off this? Yeah, I'm sure she is. She's any new views and whatever that adds to her income stream. I don't care about that either. I just care about what I do and how I choose to interact, and people that watch here just want to entertain. Is she entertaining? Can't say no to that one. And I know Bam calls her something else, but I'll just say it's popcorn entertainment. I'll tell you that much. And yeah, it's so I don't know. I'll keep on until I get tired of it or bored of it. I got a list of so many other things I want to get to, and I think the pillow talk is going to be where I get these conversations out and discussions out. So if you're able to hang with them at very late night, at least for the next few weeks, it's going to be very late night. And that won't be every night. It won't be every night, but I try to be on a couple of 3 times a week, and then early daytime for certain things need be. And there's just some things that I do want to get into certain conversations, and Bam wants to do pillow talk, but it's hard for him to do them at night. Especially he's got to get up so early in the morning. That's what I had the entire month of July. So I don't blame him. I understand. I get it. He's not a night owl. I could stay up doing this really all night. And if it hasn't been a rough evening, I can come in, 12:30, 1 a.m. Central. I can get on and do that for like an hour or something. At least something that's worthy to talk about and discuss, So, haven't looked at your comments. Let me look at your comments. Good evening, everyone who's just joining us. Welcome. I'll pick some random comments here. No more Cheesekeys like the loudest and strongest voices are the ones that are targeted. That means they must bully and fear the strongest voices in silence. Some of us don't roll like that, and that is counterproductive for their goals. Yep. I'll buy into that. Definitely. And then you got some people that you have some that why they choose to, I don't know. This whole thing where people defending Vanessa or whatever. I think if people stopped watching her or viewership dropped, even though she would say, well, it doesn't bother me, whatever. I think it does bother her. I think I don't know how she'd be good to handle that, or how she would react to it. Or she can say whatever she wants, it doesn't bother her, but it bothers her. So these people that are trying to get some of the pages to stop covering her, say, well, what if that would happen? And everybody who does restream her stopped, I think she would be like, what's going on here? I think she would feel like, where'd everybody go? That's what I think. So I think they need to be careful what they're trying to do. Because for me, I can stop streaming her right now, and my life would be just fine. Doesn't affect my life one way or the other. I don't care. And if they want to threaten and say what they want or do what they want, have fun. I don't care. Really don't. They need to worry about themselves and the stuff that they're going through. And I don't get into that. Some of those pages have some serious issues going on. Hi, Maria. Do they really make a lot of money? If they get a lot of views, just followers, just because you have a lot of followers doesn't mean you're making a lot of money. It's really how many people are viewing you. You know, they go by how many people are viewing and how many and how much time they spend on the feed, on the stream, on the video. So is she monetizing? You know, I'm not sure. I think people send her stuff through Cash App somehow. I mean, I don't want to speculate because like I said, I don't care where she's making her money. If people want to send her money, that's their business. And if somebody's gonna, like I've said this before, if someone's gonna make their living from doing this, and that's so their income, I don't care. You know, the thing I do care about is people are getting scammed, like legitimately scammed. I think dry begging or begging for money, I don't see that as a scam because you don't have to send money. If you want to, you can, but you know the risk, and you know that if you're going to give from your heart, you're just going to give without expecting it back. You know, it's like, I can help you with this, but I know if I give $20, I know that I'm okay to just let that go and disappear, not expect it back. And how people choose to spend their money or give and help, whatever you want to call it, whatever they want to call it, that's their business. It's just not something I would go to every single day. I think promoting a tip jar is different than, you know, asking for help in a different way. I think like with anything, you know, you go to a restaurant, you like the service they give you, you like the bar you went to, you like the bartender. What do? Yeah, you leave a tip. That's fine. And if you don't, that's okay too. It's not a requirement, but it is a nice gesture, and it's always appreciated. There's just certain ways about going about it, and that's just not my thing to go about it the way other people do or other people have. So and like now I'm just gonna pick random comments. I'll go back and forth. I'll go back some. She wants everyone to stream her. She couldn't care less about her followers or loyal. You know. I know, and I find it funny when she says, "Don't be talking about don't come after my followers. Don't be talking about my followers." It's like, that's what she does. You know, she makes her followers do the dirty work, and she goes, sick them. Go get that guy. Go get that person, or go get that lady. I just don't know if they do that as much as they used to. She used to have some real nasty people do her dirty work for her. And stupid stuff. If you guys are new to her or new to the page, she would call their employer, call where they work, like it was a big deal. Oh, you're her boss? Oh, I just want to let you know that she's a hater. She's on the hate page and she's always talking about me. It's like, you know, who I used to work with last year. I told him this. I'm like, yeah, you might get a call. And he's like, so? Like, well, they might say this or they might say that. Like, so? Like, all right, great conversation. And he actually was going to give her an earful if she ever called, if they ever called. And I don't care if they do, whatever. It's not known where I don't put my employment out there. Mainly, a lot. I work for myself. I have my own company. I have my own side business, among other things. And I just think to do that, to go after people just because they don't like you, or they said something in a comment negative towards you, now you're going to call them and call their job and try to get them fired or in trouble or something. It's like, that's what you're going to resort to? Yeah, I was never a fan of that stuff either. But No More Cheeseke's Lies, on that page, they've got a warning that says, is it still there? It was a warning that says, careful, if you're going to engage, please know this. And it's actually pretty good. And it's true. That's the sad part. Safety rules for engaging on Vanessa's page and other pages that oppose her toxic behavior. I noticed that there were some people that are new to the saga and are unaware of the dangers of venturing over to her page before knowing what they're getting themselves into. For this reason, I decided to put this safety checklist together for those that want to venture over to her page. And then there are things there that if you do this, that's what's going to happen, or she's likely to do this. And sad has to get like that, but you know. And I know she likes to expose people, whatever, by showing their profile page and stuff. And I was like, you know, what do people care? You know, people are on Facebook, their profiles are public to the world, most of them. The ones that don't want to be public have got them locked down, very, you know, restricted. But for those that are public, everybody knows, right? People can look at my Facebook. So when she exposed them, oh, look, what's this? What's this? It's like, so what? Show the post, show the Facebook. Okay, all right. So, and I think you have to react to that. You have to react to that way. You know, you can't let some stuff bother you. You can't go crazy and get all paranoid. You got to just go, you know, all right, whatever. You know, that's how you, what she's trying to do is cancel you. And that's how you react to the cancel culture. By just going, all right, so, and not freak out about it. And that's how you react to a bully. And that's what you got to tell your kids. And they're getting bullied over something, or somebody says something about their shoes or their clothes or their backpack or whatever. It's like, don't let it bother you. Why you let that bother you for? Who cares? What do you care what he thinks or what she thinks or whatever? It doesn't matter. Walk away from it. And they'll get bored and they'll stop and they'll go target somebody else. But when you show that it affects you, or you show that it bothers you, oh, they're going to keep on because they want to see a reaction. So me, right now I'm at an age and I'm in a place where I'm like, I don't care. Do whatever the fuck you're going to do. Excuse my language. I'm trying not to. I don't want to curse like that all the time. It's just how it came out. It's like, do whatever you want to do. I don't care. You want to do that? All right. You want to talk about my past, whatever? Okay, go ahead. Enjoy. Maybe I'll come on with some of my truth also. Because I got stuff. See, I've got stuff on so many people. But it never occurred to me to, oh, yeah, well, if they do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to expose this. You know, because I don't do that shit. So dumb. It's silly. Silly is the word I like to use. So you have to take that attitude against the cancel culture. You've got to take that attitude. You got to take I don't give up attitude. You're going to do that? You want to say this? Yeah, okay, whatever. Go ahead. And just get on with your life and keep doing what you're doing and don't laugh about it. They got their own reasons. They're at their own pathetic life or pathetic situations, or, you know, they find pleasure in the misery of others or whatever. Like, go do it. If that's what it takes to make you happy, go ahead. Make yourself happy. We made this post about that BISD employee to give them a taste of their own medicine. It needs to be understood that if you support that kind of malicious behavior, you justify and excuse it. You are just as prone to experiencing the same in return. I know who you're talking about. And yes, what's good for the goose, good for the gander, right? Oh, but when you turn it around, they don't like it. They really don't like it. AK. Oh, I'm sorry. I was a party animal. Oh, wait, I still am. I think the whole small town RGV thing she has going is a joke. I live in rural Alabama. She wouldn't last here at all. Her type of big mouth has no rights. Yeah, it's got to be. And again, she's talking to new people. She's got new followers. They know nothing about her. Nothing at all. So they only know what she feeds them. And, you know, you heard me say this the last few days. She doesn't want people watching a page like mine or No More Cheeseke's Lies or Ultimate Deception or whatever other ones are out there. Because we're just going to say the truth. Do I have to say the truth? No, but I don't like to see certain people, just three in particular, not that they're my favorite people on the planet, but to wrongly accuse people of something that happened to you, a crime, and to say that those people are responsible for her and getting beat up and that they paid for it and they colluded and they conspired and all that, using all these strong words, you know, organized crime. That's not right either. That's not right. But her new viewers don't know any of that stuff. Oh, they know, oh, I got beat up Christmas Eve 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago now. Oh, how terrible. How terrible. That's awful. Why? People are jealous. People are jealous. They hate me. They want to see me take. Just tired of that stupid crap. Tired of that. Tired of that. And then she keeps putting down her town, Raymondville. And that everybody hates her on there. And like, I think people don't like her the way she's making her town out to be. Making it sound like everybody there is the bad guy except her. It's actually the other way around. But that's her. That's her MO. Hey, Veronica, Jessica Lee, what's up? Hey, Courtney. The Andy Griffith Show. Yeah, that's not. It's a small town. It is. It's not a big city. It's not a big town. What? Hey Kelly, but wait, now she's saying something happened to her when she was 17 and hasn't told that story yet. Oh boy, what is this one going to be? You know, it bothers me too when somebody wants to play the ultimate constant victim. Like always a victim. Like everybody's doing everything to hate me or to hurt me, or everybody's jealous of her or whatever. I wish she would focus on her professional self. The thing about her kids and not getting that's why beat a dead horse. She doesn't care. She's not going to try to reclaim them. And it's just, I think and I know some people are a little more, I'm not going to say, the word is not evil. What word am I looking for? A little more harsh, and they're going to keep beating her on you lost your kids, you lost your kids. And I know I go there sometimes, but you know what? I think that's beating a dead horse because she's just not going to, for whatever her reason is. I don't think there's any hope of that anyway. There was, but she chose to pass on it. Why? I don't know. Those same followers that go to the extremes for her are eventually victims themselves. It's a revolving door that they're going through, and they are just the newest recruits. She will throw them away as quickly as she has. Yes, the ones who came and went prior to them finding her. Yeah, and some people want to be friends with her or be friendly with her, and what does she do? Well, I don't like your attitude. Delete, banned, whatever. She does that all. She'll just look at just from those few words. Hi, what is your page about? Or hey, I just got here. What's the topic? Or hey, are you really a nurse? Or whatever they ask. And she will just. I think that's silly as well. Yeah, there's a lot of things there. I promised myself tonight I was not going to talk about this. And I'm not necessarily talking about her. I'm more talking about the extremes that other pages or some people that follow her will go to silence other people or think that they can silence other people. Yeah, a lot of people are. And by all means, I am not jealous of her. I'm not jealous of her followers. Nothing of the like. My page is different from that. All she does is post about herself. Only about herself. Not about other things, about herself. And then she'll do a bunch of live shows. I like to post up articles, whether they're political, social things that are happening in the news, crime things that are happening, get discussions going. I like when you guys talk in the comments and interact and give your opinion and whatever. That's what I like. That's what I like. She says she's the most hated woman in America. How does she know? Did she personally take a poll? Nah, it's all in her head. All in her head. I raised kids in a town the size of Raymondville. Had never had any issues. Nobody knew. Everybody knew everybody. It was cool Lake Town. That's cool. I couldn't imagine just going past one of our neighbors sitting in their car for hours. We'd call an ambulance. And some people do that. They've called to do a wellness check, and that's turned into a freaking disaster. Jessica, Mandy, do you think she does act nuts on purpose to push her hate narrative and be a little relevant? Yes. I mean, she's got no one, nothing going on for her. She's just home to her new belly button. She has to keep pushing it. For some reason, she feels some people really need for people to be sympathetic towards her. And it's the attention. It's the attention. And there's lots of kinds of attention. There's different kinds. And hers is the one that's not healthy for her. It's just, the need for people to feel sorry for you. Maybe they give her money. Maybe, that's the one way that she gets it. The culture. Okay, I guess that's us. We all love each other, no matter race, age, whatever. Everybody. Yep. Anyone who's jealous of her is just as much in need of mental help as she is. She wouldn't get away sitting on the side of a highway freeway. You hear cemetery people strong feelings about their low. I don't know. That is one thing that's a little weird, doing the whole cemetery thing. I don't. To me, it's weird. If I was gonna do that every day, I don't know. Maybe I could. Maybe because it's quiet. Maybe because it's quiet. That's why, right? That's possible. In that respect, I get it. But I think if I were to do that, I would want to go out and, go and pay your respects to somebody. Don't just use up the space of a cemetery. There are people there deceased and they're right there. I don't know. Maybe is that weird too? Maybe, I don't know. But I'd say, hey, you're at a cemetery. Go pay your respects to somebody. Pick somebody. Or a few people, whatever. Spend a few minutes there and put some flowers on somebody or something. I don't know. You won't regret it. What are we talking about? Classic memes. You won't regret it. I don't know what that means. Anyway, welcome to the page. Classic memes. You think she would hurt herself? I don't think so. I hope not, to be honest, but I don't think so. I don't want her to hurt herself. I don't think she would. I think she has way too much pride for that, and it was for my I believe it's narcissistic not to do yourself in, if I'm not mistaken. Can we all pitch in and ship her to Mr. Taylor? We've discussed that before. And I think Mr. Taylor wants no part of her at this point. I'm pretty sure. Negative attention is no attention. I think it all inflates her ego. Boom. Very true. That's what it is. It's sacred here. We don't roll up and eat a wrap with loved ones that we have lost. Yeah, it is weird. When I was driving around yesterday, when I went live in the car, and I thought about doing that, and I was like, ooh, I find it disrespectful. If I'm going to go visit, for example, my parents, and spend some time there, just say hi, mom, hi, dad, and then I get back in the car, and then I go live and say a little something. Well, that's different. But to just go there, not visit nobody, and just park, I don't know. If you want peace and quiet, maybe go to a park. It's quiet there too. But whatever. Enjoy your live show. You're great. Thank you, Dana. I appreciate it. Trying to be as real as possible, honestly. I truly believe she thrives on the attention, good, bad. She doesn't care. Well, she'd love the bad. She'd love to go after those emoji people, or it's weird. That's where the factitious order comes to play. The victim mentality for attention should fall under that diagnosis. See, I haven't gotten so much into psychology to get that far to understand how all that would work and stuff. You think her only road to help will actually be in prison? She'll never agree that she needs help otherwise. Maybe inside they can see her illness. And I think I don't know. Good question. I wonder if they would even notice anything. I don't know. I think if she's doing narcotics, that would be a help for her to get off of it. And I used to say, when I first learned about her and first started following her, then I realized what she was not right, or she found out she was doing what she was doing. But I always said, you know what? If she had her head straight, she could be successful in business or politics or whatever. Because she could talk a mile a minute, the gift of gab and all that stuff, right? And, of course, people say, no way, hell no, never. And I was like, yeah, I honestly think that, if she had her head on straight, I think, you don't know what she'd be capable of. Just a hunch, whether she'd be successful or not is one thing, but I think she would be dangerous, especially in the world of politics, Factitious disorder, yep. It was from my channel, by the way. Okay, gotcha. I got a lot cemetery, never raised voice or act fool. Yeah, you're supposed to be respectful, right? Just it's a place not to act a fool. No, because she's sick in the head, have respect for the deceased, feels for peace and quiet. She wouldn't be yapping her mouth. Yeah, I don't know who in their right mind would go to a cemetery to hang out and just have lunch. Again, unless you're going to go visit somebody, or you're visiting somebody, or you're going to pay your respects for some reason to somebody, or you just feel that's what you should do. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think she would hurt herself. And I definitely wouldn't want her to, that's for sure. I know she'll keep saying I'm a hater and we hate and people hate her and all this. That she has to say that. She has to say that. She has to. She has to make all her new followers believe that's what the problem is. It's everybody else that hates her. I don't hate her. I honestly don't. I don't want her to be in public office representing Texas in any way, shape, or form. And B, I wish she would stop the narrative that certain people had a hand in getting her beat up that Christmas Eve. If you would stop that, at least, would I back off of her? Yeah, I might. But she's never going to stop that because she believes that it's ingrained in her mind already. And she keeps blaming the same people, and it's bull crap. Emoji people, yes. See, so let me tell you, this is why, I start to show every comment, and then you want to read and maybe respond to every comment. Then I get backed up with comments. She's actually pretty, and then she opens that mouth. And I guess you can say she's not, there's some level of attractiveness there. But after all these years, seeing the way she is and the way she handles things, the way she talks, the way she does people and stuff, that just erases all that. It just ruins the entire package. You know what I mean? It's like, ugh. So not attractive to me. Funny how she doesn't share her mental reports and she likes to prove people wrong. Oh, and her Amazon cart for her many red scrubs. How many? You think she has more than one set of red scrubs? I don't know. That's some of the things that I don't want. I don't know. Psychopaths are born sight. Sociopaths are made. She's a psychopath. So Rudy. Yeah. Lynn Marie Garcia saw her in person. Bumped into her a couple times at the Stripes. Her ego's way too big. She does have some smarts, not as much as she proclaims. As I catch her spewing missing. Oh, she does. It's just her opinion on everything. The Dark Triad. Irma, hey, what's up? Welcome. Well, she can't just because her followers would know the truth. She can't have that, yeah. It's absolutely it. And the more you threaten to expose the real truth, the logical real truth, that's when she panics and can't have that. And the people that threaten other people or that threaten me when I stream her, I mean, what's in it for them? Makes you wonder. Beth, I thought she was pretty once upon a time until someone showed me her unfiltered pictures. Nobody would care one way or the other. It's only because of she puts outlet people. Yeah. Yep. She states that the beating case is not closed. There is only one person they're looking for. How can we find out if this case is truly closed? I think we did this before already. No More Cheeseke's Lies. Didn't we get into this once before? And it's extremely cold. Belongs in the North Pole or in the South Pole. And she, she accuses the investigation is closed. The investigation is closed. Case is not closed. One person that took a plea deal did not show to sentencing. She's on the run. So once that person is apprehended, then the case will be closed and everybody would have been dealt with. But not one of those people, after all these almost 3 years now, have never, ever, correct me if I'm wrong, No More Cheeseke's Lies. No one has ever named the people that she keeps blaming that set everything up. Only she came up with that. How that came about, I don't know. And she'll keep saying she feels threatened and she's afraid. And I wonder why she's not worried about the ones on the run. Yeah, maybe she's not. They have told investigators that no one else was involved. See? Never mentioned. And the people that she's mentioning are, one of them is got another YouTube page. Another one is a decorated veteran. And another one is a guy who used to stream her all the time. And then he laid off and got busy with life or whatever. He just decided to stop. Coincidentally, that's when I started to stream her, right when he was kind of done with it. And he names those people as they conspired and they paid money and they were involved, and it's just sickening, disgusting lies she keeps telling. That's what really gets me pissed off. And like with anybody, and and I said this before. I said, show me the proof that so and so was involved, or so and so, or so and so. Show me that evidence. And yeah, and I'll stand right next to you and go, yeah, these people are wrong. These people conspired against her. I'll stand right next to her and I'll do that on my show. But no, nothing has ever come up. Nothing ever. Ever. Yeah, Teresa. She has. Story changes all the time. I've been told that there is some interesting evidence that followers will not want to miss in her DWI trials. A lot of questions will be answered during that trial. Okay, so then the other. Okay, I want to close with this other point, and it's why are you so interested? Why? It's like, well, I said this before. She got everybody interested in her life. I want to say she force fed her life to people. And people got interested. Human interest. What's going on with her? Look at her. She's so loud. She's so vocal. She's a victim. Arrest number 1. Arrest number 2. Oh, that's terrible. She's a victim. Arrest number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. Like, why does she have so many arrests if she's a victim? What? Why? Arrest number 9, number 10, number 11, number 12. How she's a victim in all this? What's really going on? See, just nothing smells right. Could she fess up to it and just say, "Look, this is what I did. I did this. I shouldn't have done that. I did this. I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to try to straighten out my life." And people would applaud her for that and go, "All right, let's try to get you some help or whatever." No, that's not going to happen. And now with the racism. She says she's not racist, but she's freaking racist. Once the case is closed, are those court documents available to the public, or do you think they will be exempt from disclosure like your mental evaluation? I think no more Chisi's lies would be better to answer that one. I think records are public unless for some reason they're locked up, but I don't see why they would be, except for certain parts of her, like her mental evaluation and all that stuff. That might stay locked up, sealed up, I mean. So, yeah. Let's see her mental evaluation. She claims she proved she was a genius. I know. I don't know why she won't show it. If you had some kind of stellar evidence that would help your public image, that would be, hey, look at this. Look at this thing. Look at it. I'm not psycho. Look at this. Check this out. Dr. So-and-so. And I think that's what I would do if I was innocent of something. What do I do if I was molested? Are you for real? You should tell somebody about it. Definitely tell somebody about it. Don't hurt yourself, because that's no good. You got to tell somebody about it. Absolutely tell somebody about it. Don't be quiet about that. Don't let them get away with crap. You need to talk to other people and make sure they know what's going on. All right, Michael? There's allegedly some kind of connection between her June 3rd, 2020 arrest and her December 24th beating rhetoric that I can't possibly figure out. Yeah, it's just like the impossible puzzle, right? She partially showed the drug results, but she showed the wrong column on purpose. She showed the wrong column thinking people would know the difference, because most people don't. So you should go to possibly, depending on how old you are, go to a school counselor, other family members, go to a church and tell the priest, keep going back into the police station and tell them again. Don't stop talking about it. You keep talking about it. You have to talk to people and you got to let them know. Don't feel ashamed by it. It wasn't your fault. Right? It was not your fault. So don't be ashamed by it. Somebody did some stuff to you and people need to find out what happened. So you got to keep telling people. What's this thing that happened at 17 anyway? Nope. Didn't hear. I might have heard about, she mentioned it, that she was going to talk about it one time. But I don't know. I don't have any idea. Personally, I think it was nothing. Because she's not one to stay quiet about trauma to her that comes upon her. So why did she stay quiet about that if something happened? No, most men do not do that. Most adults do not do that. I wish you would say or something because he doesn't want a relationship. Probably think that should be. Yeah, no, I couldn't even finish watching. I just like, yeah, I'm gonna watch her. Yeah, and it depends on how long. Maybe you should talk to an attorney, a lawyer too. Just tell them you have to say something, and maybe they'll have you speak with the right people. But I would not let that go. You made it sound like maybe it happened at school. You think her mom or any of the family members watch her live or heard about that? Would love to hear from them. I always wondered about that. I always wondered if how her family members watch her, or just wondering what they say. Oh yeah, she does. She'll invite people to go live and then she won't let you talk. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna call it a night. It's 12:30. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Michael, you have to say something. You got to keep saying something. Somebody will listen. Go to a church. Start there. They can direct you to the right. Call. Yeah, you definitely need to talk to somebody. You need to have somebody who's going to back you up on this and point you in the right direction. I don't know what direction. I can't tell you. But don't stop talking about it. You have to tell people, have to know. Don't talk to that person who did it. Talk to other people. Somebody will listen. Keep talking. Somebody will listen. Buena note. Hey, Nancy. How are you? All right. It is time to go. Everyone have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with me and this Wednesday night edition of Pillow Talk. It's 12:38 Central Time. Don't forget the Mega Millions is now over $1 billion. It's $1,250,000,000. That's where it stands right now. We got this little pool going. We're collecting money together. If you want to join, it's just $10. All the other pools we did, they were $20, but we're dropping down to $10 for a little bit, just for this drawing. If it rolls over Friday, for the next drawing, we'll step it up to $20 per person. For now, it's just going to be $10. And if you want to join, you can Cash App to this. This is my Cash App for the Mega Millions pool. And you have until Friday around noon, 1 o'clock. That's when I'll go and get tickets. So you got a couple days to put that together and join. Tell your friends or family or whatever. Anybody want to pitch in? Basic pool. If we get 20 people that join, that pay in, and we will split it 20 ways. Simple. In this case, we have some winnings from the last. What did he say? $58, I think he said. So people that contributed toward this, if there is a jackpot for this one coming up, they will be included also. So it can be fun. That's a lot of money. It's nice to dream. It's nice to dream. What would you do with a $1 billion? Would you take it all in lump sum, or would you take it over 30 years? I think it's 30 years what they're doing now. If you do it over 30 years, you get all of it. You just get taxed on it every year. So that's the best way to come out. And if you do it over, that much money, you do it over 30 years, your family is set for life, right? Or take the lump sum, go and disappear. Whichever. So anyway, Michael Hernandez, please get some help. I wouldn't put his name on here. Yeah, lump sum, I think you're right. Just to get it over with, right? But I don't know, 30 years, especially that kind of money, that's big money. How much is that payment? And I did get some Cash App right now. I will add that. Thank you. If it's $1 billion, this calculator doesn't even go that high. Piece of crap. $1 billion divided by 30. I'm just going with $1 billion to keep it simple. 33 million a year. Come on. Like I said, I'd go out and I'd buy my own country or something. I don't know. Maybe an island, that's for sure. All right, everyone, I appreciate you being with me tonight. Have a great night. I'll be in touch in the next couple of days. I'll keep you posted of the Mega Millions. And like I said, it's open. That Cash App is the same. If you want to if you want to join the pool, please do so. I'm getting more. Gotcha. Yes. I'll respond with a thumbs up. Have a good night, everyone. We'll talk to you again tomorrow, probably. Good night, everybody.